Okay, Gerald Stidham here, back on the third and probably the final video on how to set up your sales funnel. Again, you'll notice it's been very simple so far. You probably have only been into this maybe 15, 20 minutes. Copy and paste, very easy to do. So we've done we've loaded our campaign for our autoresponder. We built a real nice looking little lead-in page with your links, simple copy and paste. You had the code. The second thing we want to do now is just build our splash page. So when you're in your all-in-one profits account, this window here is where you direct everything. And what we want to do is we want to go to Splash Builder, and we're going to do Splash Pages. I'm going to go ahead and delete this page because it's part of my training that I. Okay, yes. Okay, so when you're on the splash page, once you clicked the splash page right there, the builder, splash builder, it loads this page. And you're probably not, you may have one that auto AIOP is built for you, but that's probably the only one you'll have. And this is where you'll build your pages. So you want to give it a name. We'll just call this one training page. You can't put too much on here, but you could put my capture page or my page or just something to identify it. Create the page, and your page was created successfully. And what we want is, this is our template manager, and we want the picture squeeze page. So click that radio button, update your template, and it's now at the top. You'll notice it's at the top. So that's our current template. So now we want to go back to edit page here at the bottom. Click that. And what you'll want to do, this is the actual page for building a capture page. Now, on on my website, under training, right here, and let's see, where is it? Right there. This is where I talk about all-in-one profit capture page training. I actually go through and show you how to build your own capture page from scratch. Granted, that does take a little bit more time. This is going to be a much easier way to get you up and going and just kind of get you comfortable with the system. But as you get more comfortable, you'll want to go over and go through that training module and learn a little more in depth of how the system works. Very easy though. So what we're going to do is we're just going to scroll down here to headline text. See that right there? And we want this box right here. We're going to come back over to the website, the training module, and we're going to now grab the HTML code for the capture page. We did the lead in, now we want the capture page. Go ahead and download or open that. Now this one is more code. You'll notice there's about 3 pages here. There could be more on yours, but you got more code to grab. I just want to make you aware of that. It's not just one page. Copy all that code. Make sure you grab it all. Come all the way down to the bottom and get all that code. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and just copy that. And we can close those out if we want. We'll come back over to our Splash Builder. And we're going to go right here where it says HTML. Again, this is just like the lead-in page. It just brings up a source, an HTML editor. You can't paste it right in here. You got to put it in that little editor. And so open that, paste that code in there, and just hit update. And you've got a pre-built page. Now this one, the only thing I'm recommending you do, we had a little problems. It's something when we bring the code over, it just doesn't quite work right. So go to the use your team's pre-built marketing system right here and get rid of pre-built and just put use our team's marketing system. Come down here and hit update settings. And once you've done that, if you scroll to the bottom, it's going to show you what your page is going to look like. Now it's all black back there because our colors are off. So come back up here to the top and you notice you've got background color settings, a main, a body, and a border. Go back over to my training module and you'll notice body background color. Grab that, copy that little color code, and this is going to be our body background, and which is body background color right there. And we want to just go ahead and paste that in. And then we'll come back over here. The border color and the main background color are the same. So we can just come up here and we'll paste that in there. And this one's already that code anyway. And we'll hit update. Now, anytime you make changes, you've got to hit update settings. If you make a change and leave the page and forget to update it, it won't save the changes. And there you've now got your capture page. Nice little capture page. This one converts pretty good. Now you'll notice the high retention rate at the bottom just seems to be off a little bit. So if we just come up here and we'll see how it got off a little bit right there. All you do is just click right in front of it and see where the arrow, the cursor, maybe use your arrow key, get a little closer to it, and then just backspace it. And we just bring it over into line. And then we just hit update settings. Don't forget, got to hit update settings. And we'll see what come up. And there we go. All right. So now we are pretty much good to go. There's the autoresponder. Now the only thing you want to do is we have to change the autoresponder. This, when you load the pre-made campaign that I provided, each code is different. There's just no way I could figure out how to add that code and have it change on the HTML code I provide for each unique person. It just wasn't logistically possible. So you have to change that, but it's really easy to do. So we want to. It's going to be the same form. It's just going to it has to have your information. So when somebody opts in right here, it goes to your list. You get credit for the sign up. It's your affiliate links. And you're just attaching that. You're just identifying that, letting the system know it's you and not me. This autoresponder down here is mine. If you leave it on there and you market this, I'm going to get credit for it, and you don't want that. You want to build your own business. So it's pretty easy to do. Just leave this page open. Just come back to your all-in-one profits and just go to autoresponder. Click that. And this page loads, and just click campaigns right up here. This is going to load every campaign you've ever created is going to load in here. Now I've got a few. Now the one that you loaded, your pre-built one, should be showing up here. So you'll want to be sure that you have that logged in under that one. See, right now I'm logged under Gerald Stidham, which is the AIOP response. And I want to be under the founder, so I'll just do go. But what you'll do is you'll choose your preloaded campaign and then you'll hit go. See how it changed it? Now I'm logged in under that campaign. Okay. Just so you know, be sure that you've got the right campaign loaded right here. And you should only have two at first. One will be, it'll have your username that you signed up under IOP and then AIOP response. And then the other one should be the preloaded one that you did. And so now what we want to do is just come up here to prospects, click that, and come down to HTML forms. See this at the bottom? Just click that. You don't mess with any of this stuff. Now the only thing you have to do, you can change your colors if you want. You can change the layout if you want the name to the left or name at the top. Change colors if you want. That's up to you. It's your your thing if you want to do it. Now we do have to put right here. We've got to put the return URL. If you remember, when they opt into your capture page, they go to your lead-in page. In order for them to be redirected back to the lead-in page, you have to have your URL in there. If not, they'll opt in and the system just stops. It doesn't continue on. So you've got to, on the return URL, you come back over to Easy Hits for You. We'll just update that. And the lead-in page that you created, you want to copy that URL. That's where that's being hosted for you right there. That's the URL. Come back over to your autoresponder and paste that in. So now they'll go from your capture page, and it'll redirect them where it says click here to continue. It'll redirect them back to your lead-in page. So an instance, for instance, let's just click that and do this. Right here, if you don't have that code right here or your URL right there, when they're here, if I hit click to continue, it won't do anything. Or that probably isn't even there. So you've got to have that. So what you're doing is you're leading them through the sales funnel. They've opted in on your capture page. They're now confirmed that, hey, we're going to start sending you the emails, and click here to continue. So then they click there to continue. Then it loads your lead-in page. Now I'm leading them into the all-in-one profits program, our team, our training, everything that's available. And then if I click there, then it takes them to the all-in-one profits sign up page. And remember, you did that when we had you add the hyperlink on this on your lead-in page. So again, you just want to copy that code, just copy that, and then when you're over here on your response, you just stick it right in there. Just put generate form, and then grab all of this HTML code right here. Just grab that code and just copy it. Come back over to your Splash Builder and simply click HTML. We're going to go back into that editor, and we're going to come all the way to the bottom. And you'll notice where it says form right there. See where it says form? That's the start of the, I'll just drop in one. See, that's the start of the form, your autoresponder form. So you want to position your cursor right to the left of that and highlight all this. And you come all the way to the bottom where it says form down here. And you're basically just coming to the bottom of the page. But just highlight all that between form and form. That's where we want our code. And we just right click and we hit paste. Now we've pasted the new form in there. We update it. And don't forget, update settings. If you don't update it here, it won't keep it. It won't save it. So now we are really pretty much ready to go. You might consider, you could, if you just click on the code or the form, see where the little squares pop up. If you click it a couple of times, now I can kind of move it around. So if I want to come up to what you see is what you get up here at the top. That'll center it right there. I can click that. I didn't do it. I'll try that. Oh, that put it to the right. I'm trying to get it in the middle. Oops. Well, it's supposed to. I don't know if I've got it. You got to make sure those little squares are popped up there. I don't know what that is. And let's try it again. There we go. And now it popped it in the middle for us. Excuse me just a second. All right, sorry about that. And then we got to do update settings. And you are ready to go. Now your website, your capture page is ready. So you can actually hit view your splash page. And there it is. You are ready to go. When they enter that information in, they'll put sign. Now you can actually change it a little bit if you want. But anyway, when they put their information in, they'll opt in. It'll then redirect them to your lead in page, which will then redirect them to either your blog, your website, or your all-in-one profits sign up page. That's it. You are good to go. At this point, you can um, start marketing. You've got your capture page is built, your lead in page is built, your autoresponder is in place. All you got to really do is start marketing your all in one profit splash page or your new splash page that you built. So if I come up here to splash pages at the top, see where it says that was that training page, and I can, this is my URL right here. So if I copy that and I just come over here and I paste and go, see how it loads it. So that will be as you go through the training over here. Oh, by the way, I've got an easy hits for you link too if you want to join. But over here, when you start looking at these training modules, you're going to need a URL. That becomes your URL. That's the one that you're going to promote. So at this point, you are ready to go. You've got everything in place. You don't need a website. You don't need a bunch of fancy, goofy stuff. You are ready to go. You simply got to go and decide what marketing techniques you're going to do and start implementing those. Now, at this point, you're done, but I'm going to continue on just a little bit more on a few more of the editing. So, if you want to see how to edit your splash page a little bit more, watch the next video. I think I'm going to do one more video. If not, you're done. I'm just going to stop this video and you don't have to worry about it. You're off and going and you're ready to go. Thanks. I appreciate it. And I'll see you at the next training video.